Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about NIO stock. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be talking about NIO. Today's video is going to be me talking about why I think right now is a very good time to buy NIO stock and why I actually do think NIO stock is going to be headed to triple digits here very, very soon. Remember, guys, everything I say in my videos is not investment advice. It's just my personal opinion. But guys, you have to take a look at the opportunity as it is right now for NIO, guys. NIO currently sitting at $46.86. For me, I think is an absolute bargain. I think people should be picking up the stock right now. If you guys don't know what NIO actually does, NIO is an EV company that's based out of China. They sell luxury EV cars, pretty similar to Tesla. Like I said, it's basically a replica of Tesla. They do differ a little bit, so I'm not trying to say that NIO is the exact same replica as Tesla itself, but they have pretty similar business models while selling pretty similar vehicles. Looking at the 5-year chart, guys, this thing IPO'd September 12th of 2018 at $6, currently up 680%. Over the past year, guys, up $44.64, up 2019%. I said this time and time again that I do think NIO is the biggest growth stock of 2020. The fact that it basically went from $3.80 a share, selling at the beginning of the year, to being evaluated bigger than General Motors already speaks volumes in itself as far as NIO as a company. And the fact that it's been able to grow so much in the midst of a pandemic goes to show, that this thing deserves the award as the biggest growth stock of 2020, guys. Looking at the 3-month chart, up 172%, and up. Looking at the 1-month chart, it is up 12%. And even today, guys, it's up 3.75%. Like I said, this thing went on a very strong rally. It did have a little bit of a pullback. I hope people actually took the opportunity and bought the dip on NIO stock because, guys, this thing is probably going to be headed to $300 in the next couple of years. As I've said this time and time again, NIO has so much going for it as a company. Not only are they consistently beating their deliveries, as you guys saw, we did get their November deliveries last week. And like I said, as expected, they basically beat their deliveries by over 100%, which is just absolutely insane. On top of that, they also got an analyst upgrade from Goldman Sachs, which is absolutely humongous, guys. For Goldman Sachs, who was a bear on the stock, had the rating at $7, for it to upgrade it 666%. It goes to show, that these big-time investors are really, really bullish on NIO stock. For it to go from $7 to $56 as an analyst upgrade, just goes to show that, that these big-time companies are, like, really, really bullish about NIO stock. On top of that, they've also gotten very good analyst upgrades from JP Morgan, tripling its analyst upgrade from $14 to $40, and Deutsche Bank, and also Bank of America as well. And you also have a lot of analysts backing up the stock as well, guys. You have a lot of analysts saying that NIO is going to be the next iconic brand, that NIO is going to be a top EV company. I know there's a lot of EV companies out there right now, and a lot of people are skeptical on which ones to invest in. But guys, NIO is worth the investment. I think NIO is going to be the next top EV company. I think NIO is going to be the next Tesla, and I do see NIO going to $300 just because NIO has so much going for it. On top of just beating its November deliveries, and on top of it consistently getting analyst upgrade, guys, you guys also have to understand that, Tesla has been making an appearance in China lately, right? They're starting to sell a lot of cars there, but NIO is dropping 2 new sedans to compete with Tesla's Model 3. It goes to show that NIO is not just going to shout out to competition, that NIO is here to actually serve its purpose as a top EV company. On top of all that, we do have NIO Day coming up at the beginning of the year, which a lot of people are super, super excited about. It's basically going to be NIO unveiling all sorts of cool products, the types of cars they're going to be releasing, and all sorts of cool features. I'm very excited for NIO Day because I know it's actually going to be a huge day for the company in itself, and I know it's actually going to be a huge day for the stock itself. But on top of all that, guys, the fact that this company in itself was able to grow from nothing all the way to bigger than General Motors in just 4 short years, guys, it goes to show, that NIO is actually very, very resilient. Now, I'm not just saying it's NIO as a company in itself. NIO is a great company, but you guys also have to understand that the EV market in itself is starting to mature. There's just generally more demand for the EV market because people are looking for battery power to take us into the next decade. And I agree, right? So like I said, gas-powered stuff and all this other stuff, it's getting super outdated and it's costing companies a lot of money. Companies do want to save a lot of money, which is why a lot of these big-time investors see the bullish outlook even in the short and the long term for these EV companies. This is why I'm telling people you guys should be picking up the stocks now, because these stocks are not going to just stop growing here, guys. These companies are going to continue to expand probably for a very long time as they innovate, as technology starts to advance. people are going to be looking towards the EV market to kind of carry us into the future, guys. But aside from that, guys, NIO dropping 2 new sedans, being able to compete with Tesla. They have NIO Day coming up, but they're also working on a bigger and better battery, which is probably the biggest complaint in the EV industry itself, is a lot of the battery do not get the full charge that people actually want. They complain that they can't go on long distance trips. The fact that NIO is presenting it, using its technology to its advantage to work on a bigger and better battery, goes to show that NIO is actually listening to the people and actually what they want. On top of that, guys, NIO is also working on a self-driving chip, which is going to be another big player in the EV market in itself. A lot of companies out there are working on a self-driving chip to perfect the autopilot feature of these electric cars, which also does dive into NIO wanting to start or go into its robo-electric taxi service, guys. These taxis are going to be fully electric autopilot with no drivers inside. It's just absolutely insane to think that this company has such a huge vision for itself, and the fact that it's continuing to grow more and more every single day, it goes to show that, guys, NIO is not going to stop growing here. Even at $46.53, this company is severely undervalued for what it is, guys. Like I said, NIO is going to be growing for a very long time, and I do think that NIO is going to be hitting $60, $65 by the end of the year, and I also do think that NIO is going to be a $300 stock one day. My overall stock analysis and all the things that I have going for NIO, this is why I set my price target so high, guys, because I just don't see NIO going to stop here, guys. You have to understand, as NIO starts to gain momentum, they're going to start dropping more cars. They're going to start dropping better cars, right? They're going to start expanding more. As you guys know, NIO, based out of China, is already expanding to Europe. Soon enough, they're going to be expanding to the United States. And the fact that they're combating the competition so quickly by making new cars and dropping new batteries and working on self-driving chips, it goes to show that NIO is going to be a top contender as a top EV company, and I believe it already is, guys. I don't think NIO's growth is going to stop here. I think NIO is going to be growing for a very long time, and like I said, you guys also have to take in consideration, it's not going to take NIO as long to grow as Tesla does. I know people have that misconception, but you guys have to understand that Tesla's situation was so much more different because Tesla was founded in 2003. There was not much demand. People didn't even know what battery power really was at the time, and there just overall wasn't a bullish niche for EV companies. It took Tesla a very long time to grow to the empire it is today, but guys, it's not going to take NIO as long, because now the only difference is people are a lot more bullish on the EV industry in itself. People are a lot more bullish on EV stocks in itself. All the EV stocks that are IPOing are starting to get a lot of attention because they know that, it's going to be the next big thing, guys. This is why I'm telling people you guys should buy NIO stock at $46.63. I do think it is worth the investment. I know that people will not regret their decision. Yes, there is some skepticism, all because of the bill that was passed last week about the US wanting to delist Chinese stocks, about if they didn't abide by the auditing guidelines by the United States, which is absolutely fair, guys. I can understand where they're coming from because we do not want another Luckin Coffee incident. As you guys know, Luckin Coffee was a Chinese coffee company as well who fabricated a lot of their sales, and it burned a lot of investors. So I can understand the United States wanting to take proper precaution on these Chinese companies wanting to be legit. For me, even as much as I love NIO, if they're fabricating their sales or they're lying about their financials, I wouldn't want to invest in a company like that. But I don't think it's going to affect NIO too much. I actually don't think NIO is actually going to get delisted from the NASDAQ. I think NIO is a legit, solid company. They have a very good CEO with very good guidance. They're keeping the brand name clean as much as possible because they know that, when people are buying their cars, they want to see the brand NIO, guys. They don't want to see a tarnished brand. They want to see a good and clean brand, and NIO is actually doing that, guys. NIO is an awesome company. It continues to grow more and more every single day, guys. Invest in NIO stock. It is absolutely worth the investment. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of NIO stock. Do you think NIO stock is worth a buy at $46.47? Do you think NIO stock is going to be bigger than Tesla? If you guys own NIO stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.